Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo for the month of October. Now it is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, I am reading for October, but you can be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. When you view it, you are meant to hear its message. The current situation is the 10 of coins in reverse, the Wheel of Life in reverse, and the 3 of Swords. So there was loss of a relationship. It could have been something long-term or something that was going on for some time. It took a turn for the worse, and it has brought heartbreak with that 3 of Swords. This 3 of Swords, when it is in the upright, it has not yet struck. When it is in the reverse, then it has already happened. So we know that this has happened. So how do we turn this around? You know, what stands in the way of turning this around? What do you need to look at for whomever's in this position here? Let's just have a look. Here we see what is problematic when it comes to this situation, okay, or what's standing in the way, what's causing delays. Well, let's find out. 4 of Wands. Okay, this is what you want to achieve. You want to overcome the issue. So clearly, whoever you are, you're still interested in saving this. Okay. So the 7 of Shields in the reverse here. So the 7 of Shields shows that there is a lot of anxiety around this action. Around the action of the 4 of Wands. Okay, it could be because this is an event and this is a reunion. So there's a lot of anxiety about meeting up. This can be a negotiation. So it hasn't happened. It's not happening because of somebody's anxiety. This person could feel that somebody took advantage of them. Maybe that had to do with finances also, with that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe for someone there was some financial loss. 9 of Love in the reverse. Well, the problem here is somebody's not talking. Somebody's hanging back. They're anxious. They're worried. It's like this is a card of playing one's cards close to their chest, keeping silent. Kind of, it's like they want to talk, but they're not. Or it could be that there could be a realization that a mistake or an error has been made. And they could be holding back a truth. It's possible they're holding back because if they speak up, they may end up making matters worse, although I don't see how it could be worse than what I'm seeing over here. But for some reason, they might think so. Okay? So there's something maybe that this person needs to own up to. But they feel if they do, perhaps the response will be bad, you know, and maybe they don't want any more heartbreak. So this could be why they're holding back. So there's recognition of the problem is what this card's telling me, but they're not doing anything about it. That's also what these cards are telling me, and that is the problem with this. It could be with the wheel being in reverse that a lesson has not been learned by this person, whether this is you or whether this is them. How it is evolving is somebody's not taking accountability. That's what this is. Somebody's blaming others for the problem or the situation that they're in. They're blaming somebody else for this this fight, for the reason that they went to extremes on something. It's somebody else's fault. This person pushed me to do this. They made me do it. This is the problem. And so this person, this could be ego, pride. Recognition of the root issue here needs to be it needs to be found before this can evolve. This person's not happy with their actions, or are not happy with their options. And no, I mean, it could be that they are also not happy with their actions, but they're going to be in their mind, like they don't want to admit to it, because admitting to having done something might make matters worse in their mind. So, and this could be a pattern, possibly, with the devil being here in the reverse. There could be a need for this pattern to stop, or recognition that this pattern needs to stop or end, be released. Because it's making this person really unhappy. So a decision needs to be made, okay? And it needs to be made from a really balanced place. So this person needs to ground themselves, because there's a lot of conflict going on within this person. They need to ground themselves, and they need to make a balanced decision with equal amounts, okay, of emotion and logic. It needs to be balanced. Not more logic than emotion, and not more emotion than logic, because it won't be the right choice if they do it that way, because too much of the swords energy can add an element of upset and anger here, and the emotions also can make them do something impulsively. That's what I want to say. It could make them do something impulsively, and that would only frustrate this matter further. Okay, because you have a card of frustration here. So this is the section of what needs to be considered. So what needs to be considered is a fair and balanced decision. It could be that this person might be worried about the unseen, because this can indicate some type of unseen threat. Yeah, because see, they could feel like everything is against them, or that everything is against this, this working out or this happening. this person may be spending a lot of time in solitude. We see that up here. They have a lot of insecurities. There was a situation of the teacup, so something that got blown out of proportion. A little thing that just was taken and blown out of proportion, and most likely caused this Five of Swords energy. Somebody went to the extremes. But we see that this person is like longing. The rabbit is longing. They're looking to the future, and they are looking at the braid, and the braid is about like tying up loose ends. It's like fixing things. It can be doing the right thing. It could be that they're changing or transforming. Yeah, that's what it is. Because you have transformation here. They're transforming their view or opinion of someone or something. That's what's happening here. The initial opinion or view was not correct. Okay, it got blown out of proportion. The egg got cracked. And somebody retreated behind the wall with all of their insecurities. And most likely was all of these insecurities to begin with, vulnerable places, because the rabbit can be vulnerable, can feel fragile. That was at the root of this also. And so, what we have is a message of hope. This is what you don't see coming. A message of hope to put an end to the pain of the Ten of Swords energy. Somebody who did something impulsively in the past now comes back changed or wanting to change things. You see them now much more calmer, because why? They've changed their view of someone or of a situation. They have a new opinion. So they clearly see things differently now from a much more calmer perspective. And so here we have the Tower. And it could be that because I have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, and I also have the Devil in the reverse. Oh yes, we also have the Chariot here. Okay, so this Chariot, this person was not seeing something. What was he not seeing? Or he was not taking responsibility for something, right? And possibly with the Devil, he was blaming others, I feel, for their problems or for something that they did. And I think that's what this was. And the ego maybe was holding them back. They may have been all fired up, had a bee in their bonnet, and they blew. They took a small thing and they blew it out of proportion. What we see in the future is this hope to fix things. We have a different view. This person's view has now transformed, which allows them to come back and try to transform this situation with this new view and a new plan. And what we see here, you have the Oracle card of movement. This is a very good omen to have in your reading. It is an omen of a change for the better. It's a marker on your journey, okay? And all of these oracles are markers. And it reminds you, or is here to remind you, that all things change. as part of the cycle of life. So this can portend a physical move or a release from restriction and from waiting. And the actual card before this one is the card of restriction, so it's the following card. So after a period of feeling restricted, there is movement. Okay? Movement brings challenges that must not be resisted, because that's why this wheel got into the reverse in the first place. You must go with the flow. So, movement brings challenges that must not be resisted, for progress can only be made by letting go of what was and welcoming what is and what is yet to come. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.